Hi everyone, this is Dr. Liv with Livwithnewinsight, and thank you for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is Let's Be Solution Focused. Sometimes we spend so much time asking, what's wrong with me, that we forget to ask a much more important question, and that is, what can I do to become healthier, stronger, and wiser? We all have imperfections, and we've all made poor choices in life, whether they were intentional or not. But on this channel, you hear me emphasize the importance of developing a growth mindset and becoming solution-focused instead of staying problem-focused. While it is healthy to examine ourselves and take accountability for the things that we do wrong, we must also give ourselves credit for the good and what we do right. We need to recognize our strengths, affirm ourselves, and learn to celebrate who we are despite our imperfections, not with arrogance, but with confidence and humility. And I also want you to understand that sometimes there may not actually be anything wrong with you. Sometimes it may be your perception of yourself. Sometimes it may be someone else's perception of you. And sometimes people will make you feel like something is wrong with you simply because you don't meet their expectations or because they don't see your value. But even when there is something you need to work on, that has absolutely nothing to do with your value or your worth. You can have things to correct and still be worthy. You can make mistakes and still be valuable. You can need growth and still deserve love, respect, and compassion. So don't just ask yourself, what's wrong with me? Also ask yourself, how can I become healthier? How can I become stronger? How can I become wiser? And what are the things that I can change? We also need to normalize and accept that just because our feelings tell us something does not mean those feelings represent facts or truth. So, for example, just because you may feel unattractive, inadequate, or unlovable does not mean that you are these things. Your feelings are real and valid, and they do matter, but they are not always facts. Therefore, it is imperative to make a mindset shift. Become solution-focused by turning away from negative narratives and instead creating healthier, more positive ones. And when you shift your mind, shift your self-talk and your behavior too. Intentional self-growth requires all three. So instead of just talking about what's wrong, start talking about what you're going to do about what went wrong. How are you going to make it right or make it better? What can you learn from it? What can you do differently? And how are you going to become the healthiest version of yourself? Because growth isn't about constantly looking for what's wrong with you. Growth is about recognizing what needs to change while taking action steps to produce the change and still acknowledging what is already good within you. So let's be intentional and solution focused. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in another video.